Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Thanksgiving 2021, and I'm out here on the RXTX, and I just wanted to get you up to speed with a quick review. Well, I say quick on every video, but it seems like I then go on and make a 20-minute video. This one, I'm gonna actually try to be conscientious of the time. So I'm out here, it's a beautiful day, it's like 77 degrees on Thanksgiving, you know, jet skiing in November, what more could you ask for? But I realize it's been just about a year since I picked this up. A little bit under a year, but you know, I don't know when the next chance I'll have to film, so I thought, screw it, I'm gonna do it today. And you know, today's shaping up to be a great day. Every time, hitting 74, 75 on this, and you know, I didn't do really anything to it. I just got the scum. Now, I had more plans to put more stuff on it, but with some of the delays, I had put in for the Riva sponsons, and those had taken forever. And that was to kind of eliminate one of the few things that I really like, or excuse me, dislike about the ski, is that the nose kind of hunts when you get cross-tracking waves. So in little stuff like Little Chop right now, where this is essentially flat for being out in the bay, it tracks just fine. But when you're at speed and you get big cross waves coming at you, the nose will hunt, and you'll kind of have to correct the steering. And then when you're got more waves, the intake will unhook sometimes. So originally I was going to put on the intake rate and sponsons and call it a day, and this isn't a dig at Riva. I know everyone's been dealing with delays and shortages and all that stuff, so I just held on that, and I've still been very, very, very happy with how it performed. So it's a great ski. I mean, between the 2019, well, I think this model started actually in 2018, so 18 to 2021, really the only changes are the colors. And I know a lot of people are critics of the purple, but I love it. It does show a little bit more than probably a silver or even the yellow that they had for this year as well. I do love the black that's on the 2022 model, but do I love it enough to swap in or swap this for that? Not really. Even with the new screen, there's aftermarket places that can put new screens in, but I really love how this ski is as it is. Another thing too is the stereo system. You know, I love the stereo system. I don't want to play anything right now just because I don't want this video to get copyright, and I don't have any royalty-free music queued up right now, so I'm just gonna slice in one right now. So that's, I mean, it's great. And the thing is this is, so it's advertised as a 3-seater, but in reality it's like a 2.5. you can sit 2 people comfortably because of how the ridges on the seats are. It's not like the GTX where it has that little hump where the second person is more snugly put up next to the person in the front, or the driver, I guess. But it's fantastic. Now I'm gonna do one more big pull. Let me see if I can. The trim is great. You know, I didn't even think about the trim, but if you have the trim all the way up and you do turns, you can get the back end to just come out on you, and you get these slides. And then if you have the trim all the way down, you can basically submarine the nose of the ski, and that's super fun, especially if you're doing like figure eights or whatever, and you're just getting the nose in, and then you pop up from the water. Oh man, I would totally do that, but I don't want to risk losing the camera. It's yeah, it has a lot of footage that I still need to work on, so losing it would put me back, and I'm already struggling on keeping videos coming out. So yeah, but I can't stress this enough. This is the most fun I've ever had on a PWC, jet ski, whatever you want to call it, wave runner. I know Yamaha fanboys will probably have an issue with that, but it's amazing. This thing is essentially a small boat without small boat costs, or boat costs. I mean, I was looking at some boats before I picked this up, and yeah, I could totally afford to pick one of those up for the payments, but then you start looking at 70 gallon gas tank, and right now with gas being $4 something for premium, like filling this up, thankfully it's usually not more than $60 or $70. But then you think about, you know, a 70-80 gallon gas tank, and even the cost starts spiraling. You know, where I store this, it doesn't cost me that much. I think like $75 or $100 a month, just because I still live in an apartment right now, and I don't really have room at the apartment to put it, obviously. And it's super close by to the ramp, so it's not like I have to go out of my way. So it's a really great deal. Now, if I had a bigger boat, it'd probably cost 2 or 3 times that. So the cost adds up. And what's great about this is, again, it's a small boat. You can fish off it. You know, maybe not as good as the Fish Pro. You can take it out on the ocean, which I think I'm going to be headed out here in a second. You can really do a lot of stuff with it that with like a Spark or a smaller EX, or you know, whatever, you wouldn't be able to. And as much as in my video of why I got a SEADOO, I was talking about wanting a stand-up, realistically the adventuring that you can do on this, you can't do on a stand-up. Now I will say the stand-up is a more fun ride day to day, or you're always learning with a stand-up, versus this, you know, you kind of sit in the seat, and after a ride or two, you know what you can do and you know what you're doing. But again, that's kind of comparing apples to oranges. So again, I love this ski. I highly recommend it to anyone who's looking for a ski, whether they're looking at picking up a 2022 new, since the 2022 and the 2021 are essentially the same except for the color options, and I think they have the new screen now, which the black, I'm telling you, the black looks so good. If I didn't have this and I didn't love the purple so much, I'd pick up the black. Though it'd probably have the same issues with hiding scuffs and stuff like that, like the purple does. And then, you know, and if you're picking up used, just make sure you go over stuff that, you know, the problem stuff for these models. You know, obviously carbon seal and stuff like that. If you're in salt water, make sure that the owner has been flushing it, you know, and then washing it down so that salt isn't taking on. You know, I've seen a couple used ones when I was looking for this, and you could tell that they were used in saltwaters for as much as the Craigslist ad said, you know, never in saltwater. You could tell, And if it was in freshwater, then they really didn't take good care of it. But now I'm just rambling. So, in conclusion, I love this ski. It's the best ski I've ever owned. It's the best ski I think I've ever been on. I'm still excited to see new stuff that comes out from SEADOO. All three brands. Check out the new Kawasaki too. I know I should be plugging them in the middle of a SEADOO review, but the new one looks really cool. And maybe we get another horsepower war or feature war here soon, but that's just wishful thinking. But anyways, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you.